Alrighty, welcome to part 4. Yeah, I wanted to stream yesterday as well, but to be honest, my routine has been a bit over the place, and I just wanted to take some time to restore my routine. And yeah, I'm really happy that yesterday I slept on time. I woke up at 3 a.m. Yeah, I had my coffee. I'm still a bit sleep deprived, but yeah, today is gonna be a hassle. But hopefully, I'll be back on track really, really soon. What happened was my schedule had moved a bit forward, and I had to stream really, really late, and then I slept late. And yeah, yesterday I just took an L, and then I decided, okay, my routine is more important. Let me just skip a day. Yeah, continuing back with the Wolverine. Yeah. Okay, there's a lot we need to do. Also, I see that the pose of this new Wolverine is not as rigid as this one. Okay, so we might have to maybe rotate it like this, a bit like this, bring this a bit like this. Oh, you get what I mean. Okay, yeah, so much better. And also the neck I'm noticing is not as long. So somewhere here, also a bit of a tilt would be nice. So if we do this, yeah, this looks so much better. Okay, but this is something we will adjust later on. Or we could have something like this. Oh my god. Skinny arms Wolverine. I love this. I want to take a screenshot of this. This is really badass. I want to take a screenshot of this. Okay, now let's get a bit serious again. Yeah, we definitely need to relax the pose a bit, but I think we can either delay it or we can do it right now. I'm not so sure. Yeah, there's never fixed steps to how you should do something. Oh yeah, the back looks a bit weird, so let's adjust this. Okay, better. Now let me just check the back. So this should be at least one head apart. Okay, so this needs to be here. Yeah, little adjustments like this, they go a long way. Yeah. Also, we need to add the nipples of Wolverine, which is not gonna be an issue. We just take a draw sharp brush and boom, there you have it, nipples. But yeah, let's wait to add them. Yeah, I think we can start posing the body. Yeah, that is something we should do. But yeah, I just want to keep a backup file, so that if I mess something up, I can come back to this. Let's rotate the, yeah. We should apply the mirror modifier on the arms so that they are separate. Let's go to edit mode and then separate them by loose part. This way we have control over the arms individually. So let's start to pose it a bit. Just rotate, or maybe we can just rotate the legs, or no, we still have to sculpt the legs, so rotating the body is the better way. Rotate the body. So you should mirror around the legs. Yeah, previously it was causing weird stuff here. Let's pose this slightly. Yeah, this little change in the pose is gonna make all the difference. Let's change the head. And I think in the case of the head, we'll still have symmetry. Yes, we still have symmetry. So this is nice. This is something we still need. this. Also need to rotate it down a bit. Mm-hmm. Okay, this arm needs to come back here. And I want it to be inwards quite a lot so that we can emphasize on this tricep muscle. Yeah, something like this should be nice. Let's wrap this shoulder around it. Let's set object origin. You see, it's rotating in weird ways, so we have to reset the pivot point for this. The arms are looking a bit short to me as well. I think we can. Yeah, this looks much better. Yeah, art is always a process of fixing your mistake. Nothing is ever gonna be perfect from the get-go. And it is gonna be a continuous process of fixing your mistake. Now, I believe this looks much better. Let me save and let's compare. So today is day 7 actually, because I did not sculpt on day 6. Day 7, save. This is not the color version. 5, save. Okay, so what we had before was this rigid pose, this pose right here. What we have now is this, much better. Yeah, much better. Okay, let's work on the pants now. Let's add more geometry. Oh, yeah, pants. And for the pants, I have a different reference that I want to use, which is this one. Yeah, because this one, it doesn't have the fold or anything. I can't really see. I think I can use it from the top, and then from the bottom down, we can do this. Yeah, we don't want to copy this because you see the legs in this reference, they are close together. They are straight down. But in this reference, they are wide apart. It's a bit spread out. That is why we have the stretching over here. That is why we have the wrinkles over here. So yeah, always follow different references. When you're matching stuff, when you mix matching stuff, always do it very vigilantly. That is why mixing references never work. If you're sculpting this body, just focus on this body. If you're sculpting this body, just focus on this body. Don't try to match the shoulders of this, the abs of this, the chest of this, the hands of this. It's not gonna work. It's always a recipe for disaster. Okay, let's continue with the pants. And we need the belt, like we see here. It's a pretty thick belt. Also, I see the pant is quite straight here compared to the curve over here. So I wanna bring this down. Yeah, also we need to bring down this muscle. Let's bring the muscles of the stomach up a bit. Yeah, because that is how they appear to me in the reference as well. I just want to bulk this up the way I can see in the reference. This is good enough, I think. We can touch up the abs a bit later. I just like focusing on things one step at a time. You know, a game changer for me was to not worry about how long this is going to take, to break it up in parts, to continue on it every day. Because previously I just felt like, okay, I just want to spend an hour on this, and after the hour I'm done. Now there are no deadlines, and yeah, I did have to develop the patience to continue with it for a few days. Yeah, it's it's a real game changer. Yeah, all projects, they are just never ending. There's always room for improvement, and every time you come back the next day, you'll just see so many more mistakes, so many more stuff that you could improve. Razan Khalid, hey, so hello, how are you? Ew, isn't it a bit too early for you? What time is it over there? By the way, great progress on the head sculpting course. You're doing it really, really good, Razan. Keep up the good work. Isolate the pants for a while. Yeah, let's sculpt these details. So around here would be the pants, the what do you call it? The belt. Yeah, the belt. Here we will have the pocket. Just making really, really rough markings. Nothing too serious. And yeah, we will have some, what do you call it? Wrinkles, of course. Yes, but I didn't sleep yet. It's 8:40. Oh, you haven't slept yet. So are you gonna sleep till iftar? An easy fast? I remember I used to sleep during at sahur time. Then I would wake up right before iftar. Yeah, back when I was in school, I would fast. It would be a fast like this. And yeah, until sahur, I would just watch anime, binge Naruto. I watched the most episodes of Naruto while I was fasting, and it was like 50 episodes in a single day. I started after iftar and I kept watching until suhoor. And after suhoor, I watched a few more episodes. Then it was Naruto, all day, all night. But then I just realized that, man, if I keep doing this, I'm missing out the main purpose of a fast, which is to feel the thirst and the hunger, so that you feel for the poor ones. You make yourself more disciplined. So yeah, I just started taking it a bit more seriously. But yeah, those Naruto days, they were really fun, really fun. Okay, I need a reference for jeans, definitely. Let's look up some references for jeans, denim. Dun, 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 dun. Someone in a similar pose as Wolverine, please. Let's try looking on Pinterest. Correcto. Cut in jeans. What is this? Block. Correcto. Okay, these are nice. And a bit of a similar pose. This is too much. This is like cargo pants, not jeans. Oh, this neither. Yeah, no, just keeping watch until you get addicted and then cut it all. You still watching the Naruto? When did I complete it? I had like a super long break in between, because when I was watching it was still ongoing. It wasn't finished. And I think it was around the time of the war, the Great Ninja War, where they started introducing a storm of filler episodes. And it was super annoying. So you wait 1 week, and then when you open the episode, it was a filler. I stopped watching after that. And I think I picked it up 2 years later. That is when I finished it off. And no, I don't watch anime anymore. I haven't watched. I want to rewatch Code Geass, if you know about it. Because I watched it as a child, and I did realize that this was a really intelligent anime. This was something that is very insightful. It has really good politics, really good mind games. But back when I was a child, I just enjoyed the action so much. I couldn't really understand the politics and the reasoning behind the characters. And yeah, Deluxe is a very intelligent character. And back then, I wasn't as intelligent. I was just a child. So I want to rewatch them sometime. The reason I don't watch anime anymore is because I know myself personally. If I watch something, then I'm just hooked and I cannot stop. So the only time I watch a season is when I know I have enough time. I have 2 days free. There's nothing gonna be in my way. And that is when I just binge the entire show in a day or two. It's not something I can carry on, because I know it's disruptive to my work. That is also why I stopped playing video games, because if I play a video game, then I want to play it again. I want to know what's more in the story. I want to level up. It's all I'm thinking about, even when I'm sculpting, when I'm studying. So it doesn't work for me. I do watch movies a lot because you watch a movie now and then it's gone. Boom, done. Yeah, the story ends. Oh, this is nice. I like these jeans. I think these are good for our character. I'm not with the anime. I like English series and some animation. Yeah, I heard about from my brother. It's just same as you. I can't stop. So, what do you like to do for fun and enjoyment? For fun and enjoyment, I like to read. So, I have a Kindle. I read books. I mean, if you indulge in these super high dopamine activities like video games, seasons, movies, then it's just hard to enjoy the little stuff. So for me, it's fun to sculpt now. I enjoy sculpting. I enjoy reading. I enjoy journaling. Yeah, just writing stuff down. And that doesn't mean I don't indulge in other activities at all. I mean, I still do sometimes, but it's not as bad as it was before. I mean, just recently, so I worked in this mobile game company, and sometimes they required me to test some games so that we can see, okay, how is the gameplay? What are these mechanics? And yeah, they asked me to test these games. And what happened was that this one game, I did not delete it, and I just wanted to test the controller. It was a car racing game, and then it had like a mystery box. I opened the mystery box and I got the best car of the game. And it got me hooked. I've been playing that game for I think the last 5 days, and it's ridiculous. So I just deleted it. I don't want to play it. So it happens. I know that if I go near a video game, it's gonna suck me in. So I don't play at all. And yeah, video games are amazing. I love video games. I just love it. But I haven't played video games in years now. I really want to play the God of War, Ragnarok, and the other titles. Yeah, when GTA 6 is going to come out, I know I'm going to be missing out so much. But I do realize that if I start playing video games, it's going to be a hurdle in my own way. It's not good for me. I'll just be shooting on my own feet. So yeah, I will play video games, but sometime in the future. It's delayed gratification that I'm practicing right now. I'm delaying that gratification of playing a video game. I need a reference for the rear of this. I think this could be it. Yeah, let's just copy this. And yeah, what else I do for fun? Yeah, for fun, I also play board games with my family. So almost every night we play this game called Ludo. And Ludo is like our national board game. So that is what we play. These are like less stimulating version of games. I play this with my family. Sometimes I also play Scrabble. So this is what we play as well. Scrabble. Also we play Uno. But this is mostly after dinner when everyone's home. We just sit together and then have some quality time. स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ हो गया था मैं घंटे बाद Yeah, it will ruin your life. Yes, video games will ruin your life. Any form of high dopamine, low effort stimulation will ruin your life because nothing else is gonna be fun otherwise. I did not enjoy sculpting before this. Okay, when I was playing, when I was sculpting, I would be thinking about GTA, the car that I was going to unlock, or any art when I was doing. I would think about that video game, or my friends would call me and say, "Hey, let's play one more round of Fortnite. One more round of Fortnite, brother." And yeah, it would keep on going like just one more game, and it's a never-ending loop. Literally waiting for my sister outside her school while watching the stream. Damn, bro. I appreciate it. How's it going? Yeah, bro, I'm struggling with the pants. I don't know how you and Alex did this. The pants are really difficult. I think I should turn off symmetry and then work on the pants. Yeah, this is what is making sense to me right now. Yeah, I'm not super proficient in sculpting clothes yet. And that is just because I haven't practiced them enough. I've been making anatomy studies, anatomy courses. And yeah, when you're making anatomy courses, you don't worry about clothes. So yeah, clothing is something I still have to get into. I mean, I am into clothes right now, not something I have to get into literally, but I mean in sculpting. Yeah, don't throw birds in my mouth. Don't do it. I used the equivalent of Dynatop and ZBrush for the pens, like just working for low res gives a messy result. Still at the end for me. We usually just draw sharp or clay strips for the folds and smooth. Yeah, that is probably the best way to do it. But you know, there's a proper anatomy of folds itself, because there's compression, there's stretching, there's hanging, and all of these stuff. You need to know them if you want to sculpt really good clothes. So that is something I want to dive into. There is literally a study of the anatomy of folds. Are you going to animate this? No, not really. The most I'm going to do is I'm going to have like a 360 render of this. But yeah, nothing more than that. So we don't have to worry about the topology or retopoing this. I mean, I'm just trying to make a portfolio for 3D printing. And yeah, for that, you don't need, what do you call it? You don't need to worry about retopo. And you don't need to animate this. If I was to animate this, then the fingers would have been combined. They would have been straight out, because then I'd have to rig it as well. But yeah, currently, it's not a concern. Yeah, I talked to Nico on Discord once about clothes, and he said you make these diamond shapes with this compression and it comes together. He even demonstrated and it looked witchcraft. Bro, that dude has like experience of how many, 15, 20 years? Anything he's gonna do is gonna be witchcraft. There's this really interesting video that I would recommend you watch as well. Where is it? It's by the file. So yeah, rough City folds. Yeah, this video. This is very insightful too. It also talks about these diamond shape, these X patterns, and the folds, how they form. This is a really good video as well. So yeah, definitely watch it if you're interested in Yeah, clothes and folds. Bro, the first video I ever saw by Rafael, right, was this torso video, the way he sculpted a torso. And damn, he sculpted this entire thing in like 10 minutes. And his way of sculpting is just insane. He's just masking stuff. Yeah, he's masking it out, pulling them out. It's just really, really, and it's a pleasure to watch this. Yeah, these guys are insane, bro. And yeah, speed jar too, of course. Yeah, he's speed jar. So obviously it's gonna be fast. Okay, not bad. These are not looking as bad as I thought they would. But yeah, let's try to add the folds on the other side as well. The two things that I really need to work on is sculpting the hair and sculpting the folds. These are two things I need to dive into. But yeah, once I'm done with the retopology course, I will definitely have more time. Retopology was something that I did want to clear a lot of misconceptions about. There's just a ton of bullshit information out there, which you don't need. And yet the only reason I made the retopology course, being completely honest, is because I saw some people inside the school and they were confused about retopology. And yeah, they were doing things that they didn't have to do. It's just a mess, bro. I mean, the amount of information that you get on YouTube, on that you hear, even sometimes by professionals, is just ridiculous. The things that they are talking about. And yeah, as a consumer, you should always be extremely vigilant who you are getting your information from, because some people, you need to realize that they are YouTubers and they want views. That is the only metric that they ever want. They don't care about whether it's giving you value or not. You know, their metric is just views. So they'll say anything that gets a bit more views. So it's super, super important where you're getting your education from. So what did you find interesting about this character to sculpt? Just look at him. He's a badass. This is pure badassness. I mean, other superheroes, you see, they have the perfect bodies, they have like the perfect pretty boy faces and everything. But Wolverine is just pure badass. He's not the best looking character. He doesn't have the best body, but he's just a badass. That is why I wanted to sculpt him. Look at the cigar. I mean, his muscles. Look, they're not the perfect. I mean, he has like saggy chest. It's melting down, but it's still badass. This is pure badassness. That is why I wanted to sculpt this. This particular reference. It just really stands out. I love it. Legend. Yeah, I've never been able to figure out how do you make this part of jeans. I think this should be good enough. I want to sculpt what's on the jean, not what inside the jean. If it makes sense. Oh yeah. We need to combine it all the way here. Is it easy to sculpt with one reference for you? Yeah, let me get to that real quick. Because for that, I'll have to switch to my mouse. And no, sometimes yes, sometimes no. And that is why I have this incredible library of references by my side all the time. Now, this character, he does not have a side view. So for the side view, I used this reference and just this reference. Okay, I didn't try to use the side here, a bit of this, or where's on the side, a bit of this. No, just this, because this is what I think is what the character's body most resembles to. So I just use this as a reference. Only this. Okay, if I try to match this one with this one with this one, it's not gonna work. You see how he has somewhat of a dad bod, somewhat of a bloated body. It's quite linear here. So this is what I liked. This one is super athletic. This is not Wolverine. This is super muscular. This is not Wolverine either. Okay. So yeah, I do use references, multiple references, because if you don't have a reference, you don't know what you're sculpting. You are merely shooting in the dark. There's no better explanation than this. If you don't have a reference, it's not going to work. And yeah, your sculpts are always going to be a reflection of how good your references were. Don't forget to say, oh yes, thank you. So if your reference sucks, your sculpt sucks. Yeah, I think we can make the belt now. Let's turn on symmetry for this. Yeah, there's a lot of detailing that we still need to do on the pants, but it is something we'll cover as we go. So far, not bad. I'm happy. Yeah. Yeah, let's also add a bit of a color just to bring a bit more life to this. This just looks so lifeless. And yeah, color is super, super important because all of the references, they always are influenced by light, by shadows, by colors. And sometimes it's hard, tricky to learn from these references, which is why initially, even in my courses, I include the 3D model itself so that you can have a viewport view of what you are looking at. Something like this. This still has shadows, not the best. I think I have some in the female section. Female heads. Oh yeah, it's in a different course. Yeah, something like this. A viewport screenshot. These are the best references. Because then you know what you're doing wrong, what you're not. And yeah, other than that, yeah, you see how many light, the shadows, they're a bit too distracting. It can make it to sculpt a bit more difficult. So initially, the best reference is if you can find a 3D model so that you can spin it around, view it in all angles, and then copy it. That is the best. So yeah, that is why it is also a good idea to just add a bit color to your sculpt so that you can test it out better, see how it is looking so far. Nice. Let's color the face as well. Let's change this to attribute as well so that we can see the color. For the hair, I don't want to go black. I want to go very dark brown because it will just hint a bit of the color of the skin as well, and it's going to look nice. There's a bit of a harmony between this color and this color, which I really like. I think we can reduce the saturation a bit, increase the value just a bit. You see, I like the harmony of the color of the hair and the skin now, much better. Let's color the face. Let's see once more. I'm just going to pick a bit of a reddish tone and then add it here, add it to the lips, to the nose, to the cheeks, this here, and just throw it around randomly as well. Because in skin, the more randomness you have, the better. Let's reduce the value a bit. You see, it just starts to look so much realistic. Yeah, I want to indicate the hair section as well. So for that, I just like to color pick the skin. I like to go saturation 0 and then decrease the value. This just gives us, and it's funny because this is gray, but over here it looks like it is blue, which is super cool. It's a fun little illusion. A bit over here as well, just to indicate a bit of a stubble. I don't know if the reference has this. It does not. But yeah, to me, it looks cool. Yeah, let's color pick this color. I think we can indicate the eyebrows as well. Eyebrows are super important. I mean, in male models, you can still get away without the eyebrow. Funny enough. But in females, these eyebrows are super important. And just look at the difference that adding a bit of color did to our sculpt. Wow. See? Boom. And yeah, another really important thing that I learned was stop being a monkey brain. So previously I used to light, render, 360 all of my sculpts. If I had a bad sculpt, I thought that the solution for this is good lighting, which makes absolutely zero sense. Yeah, I just decided that, okay, I want my sculpt to look good on its own. The most I'm going to do is turn on shadows over here. That is it. Okay, I stopped lighting, I stopped rendering, I stopped UV unwrapping. I excluded so many steps in my process of thinking, okay, a study of a sculpt or sculpting is making the model, adding lights, adding colors, rendering it out. I just skipped so many processes and focused just on the sculpting. That is when I saw the most growth. That is when I saw the most progress. So about the word Jerry, do you mean the character in Tom and Jerry? No.